In America, we disagree on a lot of things, but I thought everyone could come to agreement that harming children is wrong. But apparently, if you're a grown man in a dress, you're able to abuse a 12-year-old girl in public by giving her a lap dance. If I had to tell you why a grown man giving a girl a lap dance is wrong, then you're part of the problem. But what's wild is there are individuals around recording, taking pictures, laughing, and clapping about this, and it's like, bro, you're watching pedophilia. This individual should be arrested, but since the culture accepts things like this now, the police don't want to get involved. And I thought that this was just about drag queens reading books to kids about, you know, being a drag queen or changing genders or just regular books. But now it's moved on all the way to strip teases and lap dances for kids. That's kind of moving the line. And I want to go back to the story that happened out of Nashville where a woman went into a school and killed 6 individuals, 3 of them being children. And apparently the woman, since she identified as a he, is transgender, is apparently getting victimhood because of that identity, and the kids are second thought.
But how about they are the ones that were bullying her first?
Today, in my criminal justice courses, we discussed the Nashville shooting. And thankfully, my students raised awareness around the fact that a lot of the media is misgendering the shooter. Which, why do we care? They unalived like 6 people, including children. We do not condone that awful behavior, so screw them and everything they're associated with, right? Wrong, because in my area of study, of work, we look at the why. The why, in my opinion, is just as significant, if not more so, than the what. And I can't help but think this trans man targeted a Christian school that he attended, that he may have had very negative experiences at, how much the anti-LGBTQ legislation impacted his mental health to push him to this point.
So there you go right there. This individual was traumatized by the school because it's a Christian school and this person is a transgender individual. So yeah, they're a victim as well. That's not how that works. I'm sorry, that's just a little wild to me. And what's wilder is the take from The View where I guess, you know, mental health is not a problem. It's more of the AR-15 and guns. We need to get rid of all the guns.
The vast majority of this country wants to see something done. They may disagree on what solving this looks like, but I do think something is important. As the facts have started to emerge from this case, it confirms, once again, that in a mass shooting, this person was struggling with mental health issues.
There are mentally ill people all over the world.
I was
this
just
is the
going to
only
say
country.
that. I'm really sorry, but you know, I have so many mentally ill people in my family. They are more likely to be the victims of crime than be criminals. That is a fact, and it has been studied in this country for over 60 years. So I'm so sick of people conveniently saying this is a mental health issue, or you can't look at this issue without mental health. This is an AR-15 style weapon issue.
This person was of sound mind. I don't think
that is not the point. The point is, if she did not have access to these weapons, those 3 9-year-olds would be in school today.
Let's start with this. Let's start with this. The AR-15 style rifle needs to go. Period. Period. It needs to go. You cannot hunt with it. There's nothing left after you shot it. We all know what it does. And until that conversation becomes a real conversation that everybody's willing to get on board with, children are going to keep getting shot. People in churches are going to keep getting shot. I heard one guy say, well, you know, this is against the Christians. No, it's not against the Christians, because you would have mentioned it when they went into the black church. And you would have said, this is an issue we should be thinking about, but you didn't. So let's not do that. And let's not make it... Let's not make it about transgender people. Let's not make it about anything but what it is. We have a problem with this gun and its accessibility in this country.
First of all, real quick, yeah, I've never heard of anyone doing a mass shooting that wasn't crazy. And also, whoopee about the AR-15. It's a pretty popular hunting rifle. Hunters use them all the time, and it's actually one of the most versatile weapons you can own. Women also can use them. So, yeah, about that. And we should talk about the mental health problem. Why wouldn't that be part of the conversation? Why are you just going to quickly blame it on the gun? Any other time there's a mass shooting, you don't blame it on the gun immediately. You first at least blame the individual. Well, that's because that person is usually white, and you can call them a racist white supremacist. But you don't want to put a label on it because you don't want to bring mental health awareness to this group that this individual belonged to. You're not the only one, because former Vice President Joe Biden doesn't even want to bring up the fact that this was targeted, even though the police chief already came out and said it was.
Do you believe that Christians were targeted in Nashville school shooting? Do you believe that Christians were targeted?
I have no idea.
Josh Foley believes they were. What do you say to that?
Well, I probably don't then.
Probably don't.
No, I'm joking. No, I have no idea.
I don't know why he continuously jokes about this situation or try to lighten the mood. It's not a funny situation. People lost their lives. Innocent children who were trying to get their lesson in school, they died. And their lives were taken cut short because of one individual who had mental health problems and was able to go through the system legally and buy firearms. So why do you need more laws if you're not implementing the laws that you have? Comment down below and tell me what you think about these situations. Me personally, it's time to choose a side, because they're trying to normalize abuse and try to give victimhood to the shooter. So the major question is, do you care about the kids? And the follow-up to that is, what is your line in the sand when it comes down to them? Because me personally, mine was crossed a long time ago, way before we got to actual pornography books being in the elementary school libraries. And also, in order to reduce school shootings, one major resolution is, let me know if you agree, we could put armed guards in the schools. It only costs like $5 billion nationwide, and we've already sent over $100 billion overseas to a war in Ukraine. And I'm comfortable enough to put my tax dollars to protecting the kids. That's just me. Y'all do the YouTube and Rumble thing. Subscribe to the Royal Family Studios page. And also, y'all stay safe, stay prayed up. Y'all do your own research. Pray for the families of the individuals who lost their lives. And, yeah, y'all stay safe. Peace.